Hey, what's goody, Frye gang? Splatoon being as popular of a series as it is, naturally it would have many references and cameos throughout other sources of media. So in this video, I wanted to go over some of the instances and some of the references to Splatoon in other media, whether that be other games, TV shows, or whatever. And some of these are pretty interesting that might surprise you. So let's just get right into it. And we're starting off pretty tame here with Animal Crossing. And there's actually more than one game here. But to start, we have Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. And for those of y'all who don't know, Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is basically just a mobile Animal Crossing game. It's one of Nintendo's many mobile games like Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, Pikmin, Bloom, Pokemon, Magikarp, Jump, Fire Emblem Heroes, stuff like that. However, Pocket Camp had crossovers and collabs with many of Nintendo's other IPs, one of which being Splatoon. And Pocket Camp had quite a bit of it. Now, there were roughly 4 waves of different distributions for Splatoon related items. The first one here is a whole batch of Splatoon 2 items for Pocket Camp. Splatoon 2 furniture could be obtained from Inkling's Splatted Cookie, which was available from September 13th, 2018 to October 11th, 2018. And this all included a green spawn point, pink spawn point, splatter shot, splat dualies, sprinkler, splash wall, splat stage, fresh graffiti wall, and turf war floor. And believe it or not, I actually have some of these items, so you can see the screenshots here. I have some of the clothes and some of the decoration here in Pocket Camp. I haven't played this game forever. I logged in for the first time today since 2018, and holy shit, it was a throwback. But that's not even all of it. There was a second wave where a Gyrodite scavenger hunt was held from the 13th to the 25th of September 2018. Players could collect Blitz clams scattered around the map. These could also be used to craft Splatoon 2 clothing, and these clothing options are the pink Inkling Girl wig with the King Flip mesh, white King Tank, Inkling Girl pants, cyan Dacronics, green Inkling Boy wig with squid fin hook cans, black v-neck tee, and a yellow mesh sneakers. At the same time, a fishing tournament was also held from the 16th to the 26th of September 2018. Players could catch Inkling squids and Octoling octopuses to earn Splatoon 2 themed rewards. During this event, Chip was wearing a pink knitted hat. Catching Inkling squids and Octoling octopuses give their respective female character sound effects, and the rewards from the tourney are a green knitted hat, pink knitted hat, green King Flip mesh, pink King Flip mesh, Hakaroka Wind Crusher, green squid dummy, pink squid dummy, and super sea snail. Also, a purple Inkling Girl wig with the King Flip mesh, white tee, and gray hoodie were also received as free gifts. And in celebration of the then upcoming Chaos vs. Order Splatfest, Splatfest tees themed after each team were received as free gifts on June 15th of 2019. Now, moving on to an Animal Crossing game more of you should be familiar with, we have New Horizons. There's actually a Splatoon reference in New Horizons. It's small, but when a player catches a squid in New Horizons, a quote referencing Splatoon may be shown. Either "I caught a squid, it's off the hook," or "I caught a squid, it had an inkling," or "I had an inkling I might." So a nice little off the hook reference. Furthermore, when a player places a squid, firefly, squid, or octopus in the museum, the back of the tank will have a small Splatoon sticker depicting a squid icon. In addition, Blather references Splatoon while giving a short speech about the Eusthenopteron, I don't know how to fucking say that, fossil. He says, "The Eusthenopteron is famous for being the link between fish and land animals long before dinosaurs. It seems to have strong fins capable of pulling it around areas where the water was shallow. When most creatures lived in the sea, they dreamed of land. If not for them, we mightn't be here today. Imagine if we'd not left the oceans. How might fashion and music be different in an aquatic world? How would we resolve differences? Perhaps some sort of ink squirting contest of champions? And this is very clearly referencing Turf Wars. Now moving over to another Animal Crossing game, this time New Leaf. Post Animal Crossing New Leaf Welcome Amiibo update, the character Inkwell was a villager that could be moved in via scanning the Inkling Boy, Inkling Girl, or Inkling Squid amiibo at the campground. Therefore, you could only have him in your town if you own the amiibo, considering that he could not be obtained from another player. He also wears a t-shirt bearing the Anarchy battle emblem, and his entire design based on an Inkling being of the octopus villager type. His catchphrase is Splat. Now moving away from Nintendo games for a little bit, there is a Splatoon reference in the game Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. For those of y'all who do not know, Danganronpa is a visual novel series, a very popular visual novel series, and in the third game V3 Killing Harmony, there is a Splatoon reference. There's an item in the game, a collectible called Splatoon Vogue, and its description reads, a teen magazine featuring many models just enjoying their summer. This magazine is meant for kids, not squids, and this is very clearly a reference to Splatoon. However, that's not the only reference in this game that I am excited about. Another reference, non-Splatoon related, that many of y'all probably won't care about or even understand. There is a Xenoblade X reference in this game, and this, when I learned about this, it got me so hyped. But one of the characters, Tsumugi Hirogane, says if it was a prone, it'd team up with the rest of the Ganglion Alliance to destroy humanity. And for those of y'all who don't know anything about Xenoblade, basically the premise is the Ganglion, which is an alien race, and humanity are basically not at war with each other, but they're kind of going back and forth with they don't like each other at all, and they're trying to wipe each other out. So this is a nice little reference for those Xenoblade fans out there, and it's great. And the prone, they work alongside with the Ganglion to kind of destroy humanity, because there is a whole lot of lore on this, but I'll just give just like a small bit. I can go on for hours about this, but basically to avoid spoilers, the humans are the Ganglion's biggest threat to the survival of their species, so the Ganglion are trying to basically wipe out humanity before humanity can wipe them out somewhere down the line. Please, bro, okay, I know Xenoblade isn't the most popular series, it's still very niche, but if you can play the games, please do, or at least read up on the lore, watch some playthroughs or anything, whatever. As many people as I can convert to Xenoblade, the better. All right, this is my favorite game series of all time. I could talk about it for hours. So this reference in here, I even though it's not Splatoon related, I just had to talk about it because I need any reason to just talk about Xenoblade. Phenomenal series, please check it out. Now this one most of you should know, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has Inkling as a playable character and racer, and naturally Inkling came with their own course, that being Urchin Underpass. And yes, I know everyone talks about this. Urchin Underpass and I guess Salt Spray Rig are still the only two Splatoon 1 maps stuck on the Wii U that haven't made their way to Switch yet through Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 3. So Urchin Underpass and Soul Spray Rig are forever immortalized in the Wii U, just like Xenoblade X probably. Now moving outside of Nintendo, the game Skullgirls, believe it or not, has a Splatoon reference. Now Skullgirls is basically a fighting game in the most simple terms. It is a very fun fighting game at that, but one of the characters, Marie, has a skin that is very similar to Marina from Off the Hook here, called Octoplasm Marie. This is a new skin that was added via an update, and I think it's even more clever and funny that a character named Marie was given a Splatoon reference, which is just perfect because one of the idols is named Marie. Coming back to Nintendo, you also may know that there are plenty of Splatoon related things in Super Mario Maker 1 and 2. Now in Super Mario Maker 1, there was this thing called costumes which was only exclusive to the Wii U version. This is not in the 3DS version, unfortunately. I actually prefer the 3DS version because of the Super Mario Challenge. That shit is so, I have so much nostalgia for that. Anyway, there are 5 costumes you can have in Super Mario Maker relating to Splatoon, that being the Inkling Girl, Inkling Boy, Inkling Squid, Callie, and Marie. And surprisingly and confusingly, there is actually a lot of unused gear and weapon icons for Splatoon in Super Mario Maker. In the files of Super Mario Maker, there are like actual Splatoon icons of unused gear and weapons in the files. I have no idea why those are there, and I don't understand how I missed those, but I'm kind of mad I didn't include those in my cut content video for Splatoon 1. And hey, there might be another cut content video that I can include those into. There's quite a bit here, so I could probably make an entire video on its own of just the cut content in Super Mario Maker. That might be a video one day. No promises, but that might be a thing one day. But yeah, there is a lot of unused icons and stuff for Splatoon 1, some that we haven't even ever seen before. Like a lot of this stuff I have covered in my cut content videos, but some of these icons I've seen for the first time today. It was brand new to me, so I'm kind of excited to show those off if I ever do get a chance to. Another popularly niche series that Splatoon is referenced in is Taiko no Tatsujin. Now this is basically a rhythm game, but you're playing on a taiko drum along with the music. It's created by Namco. It's pretty niche, but within the community and the sphere of rhythm games, this one is pretty popular. Anyway, in Taiko no Tatsujin Yellow version, one of the playable songs is Calamari Incantation, and Bana Passport holders can unlock an Inkling Girl costume after playing the song, and its sequel, Taiko no Tatsujin Blue version, also includes a Splatoon 2 medley. It is composed of Wet Floor's Riptide entry, Now or Never, Victory Jingle, and Turf Master, and all Splatoon related content have been carried over subsequent releases of the arcade game. And the Splatoon 2 medley is also available in Taiko no Tatsujin Drum and Fun, which is on the Nintendo Switch. The game features a pink Inkling Squid as a performing character, which also has the benefit of filling the player's soul gauge faster and also lessening any loss in the gauge. And I'm actually gonna play a couple of clips here of just showing off the song Calamari Incantation and the Splatoon 2 medley here, because I think these are pretty cool. They're actually pretty hype. So if you want to watch the full thing, I'll have them linked in the description, but I'll play just a snippet of them both here. Funnily enough, there was also a Tetris and Splatoon crossover. So from the 12th of July to the 15th, 2019, the 5th Maximus Cup event was held in Tetris 99 to promote Splatoon 2's final Splatfest Chaos versus Order. By taking part in enough online matches and collecting 100 points within the event time, players could permanently unlock a Splatoon 2 theme for the game, changing the graphic, music, and sound effects for those from the Splatoon franchise. Despite it being a Splatoon 2 theme, the 3 songs are all from Splatoon 1. Splatak plays at first, Ink or Sync starts playing when there are 50 players remaining, and Now or Never starts playing when there are 10 players remaining. Version 2.0.0 gave the theme its own targeting icon that resembles a squid, and as of version 2.1.0, players who did not unlock the theme from the original event can instead redeem 30 tickets to unlock it permanently. Now, finally moving away from video games and outside into other medias such as TV shows, a very popular British soap opera called Coronation Street actually has a Splatoon cameo. In the June 19th, 2020 episode of the British soap opera, a character can be seen playing Splatoon 2 in Turf War at Camp Triggerfish with the Splattershot Jr. saying, "I'm nearly at the end of this level." Now, I couldn't really find any footage of this episode to actually show it or hear him say that or anything. All I have is a screenshot here to go by it, and you can clearly see on the TV that is Camp Triggerfish. He is playing Splatoon 2, and that just makes me so happy. Continuing in the anime New Game, there is a scene where a magazine can be spotted which advertises a parody of Splatoon 2 called Ikatoon 3, where Ika means squid in Japanese. So it's basically saying Squidtoon 3. And this is kind of funny because this is supposed to be a parody of Splatoon 2, but it's the logo of Splatoon 3. And this logo actually wasn't too far off from the actual Splatoon 3 logo. Obviously at this time, Splatoon 3 wasn't even revealed yet. And the color's wrong, but at least like the general shape and of the squid eyes at the bottom is kind of there. So it's kind of creepy how accurate this was. Now this one is a little more recent, and some of you may actually know this one unironically, but there is a Splatoon reference in Bluey. Now, I'm sure you've heard of Bluey before, but if you are over the age of 12 and haven't heard of Bluey, this is basically a new kids show. It's a very, very highly rated and widely appreciated and liked kids show. But however, in season 1 episode 22 and season 2 episode 45 of Bluey, different characters use water guns that have a striking resemblance to the Splattershot Jr. or Splattershot from Splatoon. Now, I was only able to find a screenshot of the second instance of this in the season 2, but I'm gonna play a little clip here of the first showing of it in the first season. And probably the most surprising one is there's a Splatoon reference in One Piece. Yes, that One Piece. So in chapter 1028, god damn, why is this shit so long? In chapter 1028 of the manga One Piece, there is a cover page which features the main cast dressed as characters from various video games. Among them is the character Sanji, who is holding a gun which heavily resembles the Splattershot with its design from the original Splatoon. So if you look closely, you can see it right here. This looks very much like a Splattershot, just a bit bigger. And if you even look down here, we can see a cameo of Hero from Dragon Quest. Not that that really matters or any of you really care, but I'm a fan of Dragon Quest, so I thought I might as well point that one out too. And that is all for this video. There are plenty, and I mean plenty, way more references and cameos to Splatoon and other series. This isn't even half of what I found. Just for this video, I've decided to use these, but I can make plenty more videos of other references and cameos to Splatoon, since apparently everything on this goddamn channel is a mini series. I can turn this whole thing into a mini series. I already have like 3 of them. I got the cut content, the what's the deal with videos, and the Splatoon merch. I could make this a fucking I could make this a mini series of just Splatoon cameos. And speaking of the merch, the Splatoon 2 merch video will drop eventually. That will come. Okay, I haven't forgotten about that. I actually was researching for that not too long ago. So the Splatoon 2 merch video will come. Okay, Tapeworm, calm down. I know you've been waiting for that. We'll get there. And as for that that hot takes video, yeah, that's really about it for this video. See you next mission. Place. We got it, Splatty.